you know what? It's cold. And you told me to be prepared for the cold. Good to see you, Paul.
Good to see you, Paul. Good to see you.
Listen, thank you very much. You've dragged me out to Dundrum.
Yep, the centre of the universe, as we call it in Dundrum.
That's right, okay. And this is where you do some foraging?
Yeah, and where I get a lot of inspiration as well. You know what? I just feel more comfortable in the wild, you know?
Okay.
You know?
We've had a wee robin. I can see a wee robin bouncing about here. But listen, it's beautiful down here.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous. It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
I know it's early in the morning, but it's lovely and peaceful. And you just feel like you're not anywhere other than in nature.
Yeah, I love it. It keeps me calm, so it does.
Good.
And that's where the inspiration comes from.
And for the foraging, what is there about just now? What have we got?
It changes all the time. So this is one of the first settlements here. So there's loads of stuff here. But you'll get a couple of mushrooms left. You'll get wood sorrel, wood haven roots. There's a lot still going on, you know.
I like you're saying that. It's like one of the first settlements. The first places people come and live in Northern. It's very cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been foraging for, Paul?
From no age, like as long as I can remember, to be honest. And it all comes from my grandfather, Scoper. He taught me the way of the land and to respect the land, and they'll respect you back.
Okay.
So whether it was mushrooms across the field, or it was oysters off the bay, or mussels off the bay, it's always something.
You've got all this around you.
It's all here, like it's all here.
Yeah, and you've taken that and you've taken it to your restaurant. You've taken it to your outdoor experiences, these secret dining experiences. Do you know you're the only chef I've come across in Northern Ireland that really has the passion and the drive for that locally, to go local, to go out and get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I believe we have some of the best food in the world. So why would you not use local food?
Exactly.
To me, it seems normal. It seems weird trying to use foreign food, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just the way I am.
What am I looking at? Because all I see, and I'm really, what's that word? I'm a novice. I'm like naive to all of this. I'm looking at leaves.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what I think is, I'm going to say it's ivy or something.
Yeah.
There's fern here, but that's all I see.
Yeah.
You know. So what can we go and look for? How are we going to go and find something?
Yeah. So we'll take a wee dandelion round. This is mostly ivy, and you've got some bramble leaves there, but they're past it. In spring, you can use the
bramble
leaves.
here.
Yeah. So that's your blackberries.
This is it here.
Yep.
Wow.
So most people just use the blackberry, and I would salt them or preserve them. Do a lot with the actual blackberry, but the leaves as well. Before the berry comes, you can use them too as a flavour.
And you would do that?
Yeah.
That's
it's all about taking a wee step further, you know.
Okay. I remember having, as a child, strawberries in my back garden.
Exactly.
Rhubarb in my back garden.
Yeah.
You know, cress, lots of things. Shallots. My mummy would have had shallots. Lots of things in your back garden. People took a little bit more care about what they're eating. And I think now it's a lot faster. It's a lot of I want things quickly. You're changing that slightly. You're changing that with scoppers. You're changing that. Tell me a little bit about scoppers. Why?
So scoppers came from, so I've been a high-end chef my whole life. I've never done takeaway food before, but I see our whole food chain to be broken between pesticides and preserves and chemicals, and that's not only killing people, but it's killing our land as well. So Scopers is a business, but it's more of a how I see things should be done. So Scoper is my granddad's nickname. And he got the nickname because when he was young he was poor. His daddy passed away. So he used to take turnips out of people's gardens. And the country name for a pig eating a turnip is called Scoper.
Right.
So he got the nickname Scoper and it stuck. But he was also a very hard working man. He was a character, and I think we're losing them wee characters, so it's bringing a bit of that back. So the idea of Scopers is simple. Simply complicated. So we source everything within 15 miles. It's all organic, ethically raised produce, and then we bring in everything whole, so there's no middlemen. And that's the only way I can ensure that there's no badness near the food.
Okay.
You know, it's simple. Like there's a boy in Scopers 3 months ago and he had a burger. And he goes, how'd you do it? I goes, what do you mean? And he goes, the texture, the flavour, everything's amazing. I goes, it's really simple, mate. All you do is you don't put the badness in.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You know, and they're talking about trying to solve world hunger by all these genetically modified burgers and fake meats and all this. The way to serve world hunger is to go back to permaculture and the way things should be done.
Yes.
So there should be chickens and cows in one field as well as weeds and as well as vegetables, and they should all be growing together. When a farmer goes into a field and grows one crop, what he's essentially done is he's just wiped out the whole ecosystem. He's ruined the whole soil structure, he's ruined everything. It all should be growing together. Food that's grown in organic land is full of nutrients. For me, the farmers are the unsung heroes. Like good food starts with good produce, and we need to connect the farmer and the chef, and even the farmer and the consumer, and that needs to happen. And it's not people's fault. Like you go to the likes of the big supermarkets, it's one-stop shop. Everything's there. But why can't we get together and get farmers and veg growers coming together and create boxes where you can spend 60 quid, you get a box, you get your meat, you get your vegetables, one-stop shop. Why isn't that happening? We just need to bring everyone together.
These are?
Yeah, they're puffballs, but they're well past it. Like, you don't want to.
They're past it.
Yeah,
right?
they're past it. They're poisonous stage now.
But we're looking for puffballs.
Yeah, so there's a couple here.
Right.
And they're just past it as well.
Okay.
So you need them really, really fresh. If not, they go poisonous the more, because the spores change and they go poisonous.
And what would you use them for? So before they become poisonous, before the spores become poisonous, what
The
would you
puffballs, just slice them and fry them with butter. They don't
really?
need anything else. Yeah, there's no flavour in it. When food is this fresh,
So
it doesn't
Jack
need
and
much.
Joe can come round this little hill and they can pick these little mushrooms, take them home, wash them, give them a good slice, pan with some good Irish butter.
Yeah. Here,
Sizzle up and that's them ready on a wee bit of toast or
if
something.
I was able to start a fire here, I'd just cook them up right away and eat them right away, to be honest, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
There's nothing better than wild
But here,
cooking.
there's other ones.
Yeah, so these ones here are wee wood ear mushrooms as well.
Right.
They're-
What do you call them?
Wood ear mushrooms. You can see they look like a wee ear.
Well, they do. They
Look like a
do.
wee ear. I don't want to pick it because my rule is you only ever
Yeah.
take what you need from the
No,
wild.
that's what I'm saying. No point in picking them up. So what would we use them for?
So yeah, they've quite a rubbery texture. So what I would do with these is I can dry them out and then put them in the stocks to give me more of an umami flavour, or I would pickle them
A
down.
what?
Umami flavour.
An Irish unami flavour? I always think, when we think unami, I always think Japanese. I think, some sort of Oriental kind of tasting. I think, maybe like Wagyu burger, kind of, that end of it. This is Ireland.
Yep.
This is mushroom.
There's loads here.
This is a potential Irish unami flavour.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
same as at my house, I've got a cabin at the front and I have a washing line for seaweed, and I dry out all my kelp and then I infuse that in my stocks as well.
A washing line for seaweed. Oh, you're taking it to proverbial. You see
Honestly, you need a very understanding wife. And there's 2 washing lines, one for clothes, one for seaweed. And the
Okay.
seaweed's hanging all the time, drying out. And I would just put it in my stocks at the end. Never boil seaweed because it goes quite bitter, but it does give you a Moorish umami flavour.
Okay. Right.
That's a wee secret now. You
I
know?
love it. Listen, love it. I'm sure we'll find something more.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
we're going to find something more around here.
She's got some hoary bittercress here. It's just a wee bitter leaf, but it's a nice wee garnish. I just think it looks cool.
Isn't that wee Robin's back to see you as well?
Oh, aye. Wee mate. You have plenty of wee friends out in the wild.
And what would you use that then for? What's the crack?
Just as wee garnish. It's got a nice bitterness to it. Just as wee garnish.
I like the fact it's undisturbed, Paul. No one's trampling over it.
No.
It's just there,
No chemicals.
And it's
Good nutrients.
straight into your mouth.
Ah.
Straight in.
Either way, well, all the time, out of the mouth. And you get different wee ideas of dishes coming into your head, This is Dundrum Castle.
This is a phenomenal site.
Yeah, I think venues, I guess, are great for like my secret dining.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is secret dining, Paul?
So secret dining is where guests buy tickets, they don't know where they're going. We pick you up in a blacked out coach and take you somewhere in the Mournes, and then we cook 11 courses over fire, served at Michelin standard. But it also supports my Tabar style of cooking, so I only use ingredients from the Mournes.
Okay, so hold on. I book a ticket for you. You're on a coach. Do you blindfold me?
No,
You
wait.
should blindfold people. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because people would be like really like sense of direction. You know what I mean? And then what? Turn up and you put together a sustainable dinner.
Yeah, so 11 courses only using local produce, but I come out and I speak about all the produce as well. For me, it's a celebration of place and produce, and the whole idea came during lockdowns. So I had producers send me ingredients to make dishes because they're going out of business because all the restaurants are closed. And I'm sitting there going, why does local people not know about this amazing produce we have? So that's where the whole thing comes from.
Right. Okay.
And I come out and speak about the producers because it's very important to nurture our producers because that's where the good food comes from.
Yeah. So you're able to tell everyone where the stuff's from. That's really important. 11 courses sounds like a lot, but it's probably not a lot. Particularly if it's fresh produce.
Exactly.
So we're not getting bogged down with all those fake sugars and all those additives that have been packaged into our pre-made dinners that we buy.
Exactly.
Again in the supermarkets. This is 11 courses where you're getting to taste different things.
Yeah, taste different. And what I find interesting, I do a lot of farm trips, a lot of international bookings, but also do a lot of local people as well. So 2s and 2s, man. And then getting people eating lamb and saying, Paul, I don't normally like lamb, but I love that.
Okay.
And my complaint is, you're probably eating New Zealand lamb that's being sold as more lamb, you just don't know.
Right.
You know, and that's across the board. Shellfish, everything.
There's a bit of trickery, pokery going on there in the buying world.
There's too many.
Okay.
As I said to my dad, the bigger the business, the less they care about us. They just want to make money, and it's that simple. You know, it's across the board. Like for an island surrounded by water, loads of people on this island don't eat fish. It's weird, and I think it's down to a couple of things: one, poor handling, and two, poor cooking. Fish should be fresh out of the water, fresh on the plate. If you walk into a fishmonger's and it smells like fish, walk back out. Fish should smell sweet and fresh. It shouldn't smell fishy.
I always, my granny would always tell me that. So if you smell fish and you get it out of a packet and it smells of fish, don't eat it.
No, don't.
So, I mean, walk away from that. Look, we don't eat as much as we used to from the land. So even like rabbit. I mean, rabbit would have been staples here in Ireland. It's not on menus. It's not. It's certainly not in our supermarkets. It's not convenient. Pigeon. You know, pheasant. These are things, I mean, people might think them as luxury foods now. Maybe something that's luxury, you know, these games. But again, something that's local, something that potentially we could have on our plates. But I was interested with the foraging. I thought it was great fun. Buzzing to have a walk around, see things that are on your menu. They're on the plates, but there's something about coming in, getting your own stuff, you're picking up, you're eating it. It's fascinating. I've been blown away today. Tell me this, any secret dining trips over the next few months? Is there anything that you can talk about?
So the next one's the 25th of January is next secret dining.
Okay.
It's halfway sold at the moment.
So that's interesting. So if people want to get involved, this episode will go out very soon. People can latch on. Is it on the website?
Yeah. So there's paulcunningham.co, the website, but I sell the tickets through Eventbrite. It's just easier with e-commerce. So.
Like we'll put that at the end credits as well, so people can latch on to it. And Paul, really a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank
you too. Nice to see people interested in local food, as
really
much as I am, you know.
Yeah, great. Listen, thanks so much. And Dundrum's just been, fascinating.
Good.